Hello, you're watching Weekly Highlights program on Azərbaycan Televiziya. I'm your host, İlham Məmmədov. Now, first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. An official welcome ceremony was held in Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia, for President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Əliyev, on December 8th. President İlham Əliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva visited the Alley of Honors to commemorate national leader Heydər Əliyev, as December 12th marked the 22nd anniversary of the passing of the architect and founder of the modern and independent Azerbaijani state, world-renowned politician and national leader of the Azerbaijani people. President İlham Əliyev received a delegation led by Sayed Abbas Arakçı, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Republic of Iran, on December 8th.
President Ilham Aliyev noted that Azerbaijan and Iran share a long history of relations, and the centuries-long coexistence of the two peoples gives special significance to these ties. Expressing satisfaction with the recent intensification of bilateral relations, the head of state emphasized that the visit of President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Masoud Pezeshkian, to Azerbaijan, as well as reciprocal visits by other high-ranking officials, contribute to the further expansion of cooperation. President Ilham Aliyev stated that the bilateral agenda is broad and covers numerous areas, adding that concrete roadmaps exist for all issues. Highlighting the highly effective work of the Intergovernmental Commission, the head of state pointed to cooperation in economic, trade, transport, energy, and other fields. President Ilham Aliyev expressed confidence that the visit of the Iranian delegation would be successful and productive. Expressing gratitude for the reception, Sayed Abbas Arakçı first conveyed the greetings of President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Masoud Pezeshkian, to the head of state. He noted that the Iranian leader holds great respect for President Ilham Aliyev and for Azerbaijan. The foreign minister added that after being elected President of Iran, Masoud Pezeshkian instructed the government to further strengthen relations with Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev expressed gratitude for the greetings and asked that his own greetings be conveyed to Masoud Pezeshkian. Sayed Abbas Arakçı in turn emphasized the deep-rooted nature of Azerbaijan-Iran relations and stressed the importance of further deepening these ties. During the meeting, the sides also exchanged views on issues of mutual interest.
The head of state received Adebayo Ogunlesi, founding partner, chairman, and chief executive officer of Global Infrastructure Partners, a leading global infrastructure investment management company, on December 8th.
President Ilham Aliyev highly appreciated the partnership between the State Oil Fund of the Republic of Azerbaijan and Global Infrastructure Partners, citing joint investments in the Italo high-speed rail operator and London Gatwick Airport as successful examples of cooperation. Highlighting Azerbaijan's long-term development strategy, the president emphasized the importance of the partnership with GIP in this framework. Adebayo Ogunlesi noted that cooperation with SOFAS has produced effective results with the capital invested in GIP-managed funds, creating a reliable partnership model. He highlighted the company's extensive international experience in airport management, logistics and transport corridor optimization, and energy, including renewable energy, and expressed interest in collaborating with Azerbaijan on energy transition, transport, and digital infrastructure. The sides also exchanged views on the company's ongoing infrastructure projects and emerging trends in the global energy transition, including cooperation on international initiatives involving artificial intelligence technologies. Founded in 2006 and acquired in 2024 by BlackRock, Global Infrastructure Partners currently manages assets worth approximately $189 billion. BlackRock, the world's largest active asset management company, oversees nearly $14 trillion in assets globally.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, arrived in the Slovak Republic for an official visit on December 8th. A guard of honor was lined up for the President of Azerbaijan at Bratislava's Milan Štefanik International Airport. President Ilham Aliyev was welcomed by Peter Wodrashka, Chief of Staff of the Office of the President of the Slovak Republic, and other officials. On December 8th, an official welcome ceremony was held in Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia, for President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev. A guard of honor was lined up for the President of Azerbaijan at the Presidential Palace. President of the Slovak Republic, Peter Pellegrini, welcomed President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev. The national anthems of Azerbaijan and Slovakia were played. The chief of the Guard of Honor reported to the President of Azerbaijan. The two presidents reviewed the Guard of Honor. Members of the Azerbaijani delegation were presented to President Peter Pellegrini, while members of the Slovak delegation were presented to President Ilham Aliyev. The heads of state posed for official photographs. President Ilham Aliyev signed the guest book. On December 8th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, held a one-on-one meeting with Peter Pellegrini, President of the Slovak Republic, in Bratislava. On December 8th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, held an expanded meeting with Peter Pellegrini, President of the Slovak Republic, in Bratislava.
Mr. President, delegation from Azerbaijan, it is for us a great honor to host you in Slovakia, in Bratislava. We are really honored that you decided to visit Slovakia. It is the first official visit of President of Azerbaijan in the history of Slovak Republic. Even when we visited Slovakia maybe 20 years ago, but it was not official visit, but maybe some conference or something like that. And I'm really thankful that you arrived with such a strong delegation, with members of the government, because we understand that this visit is it should give a strong signal that our relationships are not only like between two friends, but there is still a large potential, and in many, many areas we will speak about. And thank you also for your very open debate during our tete-a-tete, which I really appreciate, and I hope that during our bilateral, but also during our state dinner at the Bratislava Castle, we will have plenty of opportunities to go through all the agenda. But once again, you are visiting your friends. We see you as a friend, your country, also you, because we had chance to meet already several times in many occasions, and I am really very satisfied that during my capacity as a Prime Minister and during my visit and also meeting with you, we decided that to strengthen our relationship, it would be great to open an embassy in Baku. And we made, as a government, that decision. You did the same, and now I am very happy that around this table we have two ambassadors, one from Bratislava, one from Baku, because I think it helped a lot. We also decided to create this commission between two countries, and I think the last meeting was in 2024. The next meeting is scheduled on 2026, so it also works. And of course I have to mention many visits also from the members of government, not only President and the Prime Minister, and I'm really happy that Minister of Defense informed me that his visit was very successful. He was also invited for the parade, for the celebration of your National Day, and he told me that he had great meetings, and I understand that in his area, because he is a very active minister, there is a lot of potential. But there is a Minister of Economy, Madam Deputy Prime Minister, which I think is also a great topic in this moment for us, because Slovakia is in this moment in a very difficult situation when we speak about energy supply, and there we see that Azerbaijan could be a part of our solution from the long-term perspective, because of the decision of EU, Repower EU, and the decision to completely ban the deliveries of Russian gas to Slovakia. Now I think they decided 11 of 27 or 9 of 27, but it is, it's a very short period. So our companies, and I'm happy that you invited to your delegation also the president of SOCAR, that we can be very, very much concrete, and Azerbaijan can play a role in the case of diversification of our energy supply, because we are in this moment, Mr. President, on the end of the pipeline. We were always used to be at the beginning towards Western Europe, and now we are on the end. So you can imagine which are the prices and so on. And so once again, welcome, Mr. President, and it is for us and for the whole Slovak nation a great honor to host you here.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your kind words. Thank you for invitation, for hospitality. I'm very glad that we meet in Bratislava. I remember our meeting a year ago in Baku, and once again express gratitude for participation at COP29 conference. And we had many opportunities to talk to you, and you mentioned your visit as a Prime Minister and opening the embassy. Actually, we together started the active phase of relationship between Slovakia and Azerbaijan, which today already enters the level of strategic partnership. And last year, we signed the Declaration on Strategic Partnership, which elevated our relationship to a very high level. And also we're very grateful to Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Defense, Mr. Kalinyak, for attending our military parade last month. We consider it as a sign of strong friendship between us. And our relationship in the recent years grew dramatically and covered many areas. You mentioned energy. Last year we started gas supply to Slovakia, and we are ready to continue whenever it is needed. Our cooperation in the area of defense and defense industry already has a huge potential for the future. Already what has been done is important, but many more is to be done. We are grateful for support in reconstruction of Karabakh. The Slovakian company is actively working.
President Ilham and Peter Pellegrini delivered press statements in Bratislava. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev and President of the Slovak Republic Peter Pellegrini visited the Gate of Freedom Memorial in Bratislava on December 8th. First, the national anthems of Azerbaijan and Slovakia were played. President Ilham Aliyev and President Peter Pellegrini laid wreaths at the memorial. The memorial is dedicated to the memory of those who lost their lives while trying to escape from the former Czechoslovakia between 1948 and 1989. The head of state and president of the Slovak Republic, Peter Pellegrini, visited Devon Castle in Bratislava on December 8th. The president of Azerbaijan was provided with information about the ancient castle located at the confluence of the Moravia and Danube rivers. It was noted that Devon Castle, one of Slovakia's symbols, is included in the list of the country's national cultural monuments. The name Devon first appears in written sources in chronicles dating back to 864. The castle played an important role in the history of Great Moravia, which existed from 822 to 907. In the 13th century, Devon became a royal and border castle of the Hungarians. In 1809, Napoleon's army mined and destroyed the castle. In 1896, a monument was erected here to symbolize the castle's destruction. After World War I, the first caves were discovered in the mountain massif where the castle ruins are located. Archaeological research has been conducted in the area with interruptions for more than a century. For millennia, Devon Castle served as a settlement for ancient people and as a gathering place for merchants and warriors. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, held a one-on-one and expanded meetings with Richard Rashi, Speaker of the National Council of the Slovak Republic in Bratislava on December 9th.
The Speaker of the National Council welcomed the President of Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev signed a guest book. First, President Ilham Aliyev held a one-on-one meeting with Speaker Richard Rashi, followed by an expanded meeting with the participation of delegations. Speaker Richard Rashi congratulated the head of state on advancing the peace agenda between Azerbaijan and Armenia and on the historic normalization document. Expressing satisfaction with the existing relations between the parliaments of the two countries, he recalled his visit to Azerbaijan, including Karabakh, and described the participation of Slovak companies in the reconstruction of Bashkervant village in the liberated Aghdam district as an example of friendship between the two countries. President Ilham Aliyev expressed his gratitude for their congratulations. The president noted that last year's strategic partnership document was signed between Azerbaijan and Slovakia, emphasizing the development of bilateral relations on this basis. During the meeting, the sides underscored the importance of parliamentary diplomacy between Azerbaijan and Slovakia and reviewed cooperation between their parliamentary institutions within international parliamentary organizations. The meeting also highlighted significant opportunities for collaboration in energy, defense industry, humanitarian affairs, sports, direct flights, tourism, and other fields.
On December 9th, the head of state held a one-on-one meeting with Robert Fico, Prime Minister of the Slovak Republic, in Bratislava. During the conversation, the sides praised the development of the Azerbaijan-Slovakia strategic partnership. They expressed confidence that Prime Minister Robert Fico's visit to Azerbaijan last year and the current official visit of the President of Azerbaijan to Slovakia would make a significant contribution to the expansion of bilateral relations. They hailed the high level of political relations and noted the broad opportunities for deepening cooperation in other areas as well. Robert Fico congratulated President Ilham Aliyev on the achievements in advancing the peace agenda between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Expressing gratitude for the congratulations, the head of state emphasized that Azerbaijan would continue its efforts to ensure regional peace. During the meeting, the sides expressed satisfaction with the participation of a Slovak company in the projects in Azerbaijan's liberated territories and exchanged views on the prospects for cooperation between the two countries. On December 10th, President Ilham Aliyev received Xava Leko, President for CIS and Central Asia, at John Deere and Chief Executive Officer of John Deere Waldorf International GmbH.
The meeting highlighted Azerbaijan's vast agricultural potential as well as the initiatives implemented at the state level to promote the development of this sector. Noting that John Deere successfully operates in Azerbaijan, Chabalek expressed the company's interest in expanding cooperation and provided an overview of the initiative they have proposed regarding Azerbaijan's cotton sector. Chabalek said he was deeply impressed by the development he witnessed in Baku. During the meeting, the sides discussed prospects for cooperation between Azerbaijan and the company, including the establishment of an education and training center, exchange of experience in issues related to irrigation, logistics, and the digitalization of the cotton and grain production value chain. Founded in the United States in 1837, John Deere is recognized as one of the leading global companies specializing in the manufacturing of agricultural, construction, and forestry machinery. Its main areas of activity include the production of tractors, combines, and cotton pickers. With total revenue nearing $52 billion last year, John Deere operates globally with plants and offices in more than 30 countries.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received Lord Alderdice, Trade Envoy of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland to Azerbaijan on December 10th.
Lord Alderdice congratulated the head of state on the results achieved in Washington advancing the peace agenda between Azerbaijan and Armenia. President Ilham Aliyev expressed his gratitude for the congratulations, highlighting the historical significance of the agreements reached between Azerbaijan and Armenia, and particularly emphasized the role of President Donald Trump in this process. The head of state noted that Azerbaijan, as the initiator of the peace agenda, will continue its efforts to advance it and emphasize the contribution of peaceful conditions to the development of the region's economic potential. President Ilham Aliyev hailed the successful cooperation between Azerbaijan and BP for more than 30 years. During the conversation, the sides praised the successful development of bilateral relations between Azerbaijan and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, based on strategic partnership, friendship, and trust, and noted the significant potential for enhancing cooperation in political, economic, trade, investment, energy, including renewable energy, defense industry, education, and other spheres. They underlined the importance of reciprocal visits at various levels and deepening bilateral relations. The British company's participation in the restoration and reconstruction work carried out in Azerbaijan's liberated territories was noted with satisfaction as a contribution to this effort.
President Ilham Aliyev, First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva, and their daughter Leyla Aliyeva visited the Alley of Honors to commemorate national leader Heydar Aliyev, as December 12th marked the 22nd anniversary of the passing of the architect and founder of the modern and independent Azerbaijani state, world-renowned politician and national leader of the Azerbaijani people.
President İlham Əliyev led a rest at the national leader's grave. The national anthem of Azerbaijan was played. President İlham Əliyev, First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva and their daughter Leyla Əliyeva then placed flowers at the grave of the national leader's wife, outstanding ophthalmologist and academician Zərif Əliyeva. They also paid their respects to prominent statesmen Aziz Əliyev and Professor Tamerlan Əliyev by placing flowers at their graves.
That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.